Head coach Jimmy Patsos, junior Brett Bisping, and freshman Nico Clarett. Coach, opening statement.
It was a great game. I said that just because we won. I didn't say that because we won. It was a great basketball game. Yeah, I've known Brian Cashman for 30 years. GM of the Yankees, and he just said, what a great game. He said, what an entertaining basketball game. I think that's what the NCAA is looking for. More scoring, they got it. Javion's 2 free throws, and then Nico, I always say make 1 out of 2. Put you in good position. Javion makes 2, Nico makes 1 out of 2. It's kind of good he couldn't set it up. Played great defense in the second half. Came together there. It was fun. We were a little frustrated in the second half. I think Levon was a little off with his 4 turnovers. Evan thought it would be a little easier. We had like a huddle with 12 minutes to go, and it was kind of like everybody was just upset because we know we're better than that, and I think that's a sign of a team coming together. Everybody cared. There was nobody mad at each other. We were just upset that we weren't playing better. Because Iona's the defending champ 2 times in a row. Regular season, they've earned it. Clues can really coach. This place is looking better and better. Every time I come to Iona, everything looks better. The school, the department, the gym. They got ESPN3, the locker room, everything. So they're a force to be reckoned with because AJ English and Williams, they're going to be playing somewhere next year. We were lucky they missed some shots, and I thought Nico Clarett took the challenge against AJ English. But from the first minute, we had a guy who didn't practice this week. Brett Bisping continues to be an amazing guy to coach, an amazing person to coach. The first thing I said to Cashman, Brian Cashman said, God, looks like you and 31 are joined at the hip. You both got that fire and anger and not pretty, ball in a china shop thing. He goes, but wow, is he an unbelievable player? I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, because he goes hard. And I think Brett has led this team with his energy. And Javion might be talking in the huddle, but what Brett Bisping has done to not practice at all this week, to not practice yesterday, and have 2 fantastic games, rebound, dirty work, take charges, rubs on all of us. And Brett Bisping is the reason we won this game. I'll take any questions.
What got it turned around when you guys were down 12 in the second half, do you think?
No, I mean a little bit of emotion. I mean, everybody was emotionally upset. Levon was upset that he didn't start the second half because I said, if you're just going to turn the ball, I don't mind turnovers, but if you turn the ball over and don't run back on D, I have to live with myself. And Nico's just been too good. I'm not going to sit this guy here while you're not really playing up to your potential. And then Evan Fisher was like, I should have got the rebound. I'm mad at myself. I said, I know, but if you don't jump, I'm trying to jump. He's holding me. I said, it's Iona. He's 18. He doesn't know. He said, this is Iona. They got like NBA. They got ACC athletes like Win Williams and English and Washington. I said, you better jump. And then we sat down. We were good. But Brett just said we're fine. And Nico did it with his play. I think Nico just started making buckets and got some stops. And the players were good because I said maybe we should switch to man. Maybe we should switch. And they were firm. Stay in our 3-2 zone. It's working. They made a couple of lucky threes. We didn't get rebounds. They made threes off the rebounds. So the player, I was like, we should go man. The players were like, nope, stay in 3-2. I just wanted them to take a stand. As long as they said we should play 3-2, then I said, okay. If they said we don't know, then that's not going to work. They said, let's stay 3-2 zone and we'll get the rebound and we'll win. Right? Right, we did. Very lucky win because that's a great program, but we kind of grinded it out.
For the first time you've beaten these guys, how significant is that to come down here and get a win?
Yeah. I mean, we wanted it bad. We knew we hadn't beaten them here, and we talked about that before the game. And I mean, I think we wanted it more today.
Guys, even though the tournament is at your home court, how
It's
big
at a
was it
neutral
to get?
site in Albany that we happen to play our home games at. There's a
Right,
floor
right.
that says the MAC, not
How big
not
was it
Siena.
to play?
They branded it for the
to
MAC.
get a road win. To get a road win here. I mean, you guys have talked about that so much, getting that big road win. This was that marquee road win.
Yeah, and road wins are tough to come by, and we knew it was going to be a battle. It wasn't pretty, I don't think. I mean, like you said, a lot of turnovers, but we did what we needed to when it came crunch time, and this is a good win for us. But I mean, we gotta get ready for the next one now because got a few games left, and then get ready for the MAC tournament. What it's really all about.
Nico, what's it been like for you this year, making these big shots, going out there today, being asked to guard AJ English and make those clutch baskets?
It's just an opportunity. Coach gave me a great opportunity to guard AJ English, and he's giving me the opportunity to start even out of halftime or come off the bench. Thanks, Coach, and I just
Thank you,
try to
Nico. Believe me, thank you, Nico.
play the best of my abilities.
How much were you motivated by the challenge of playing against English? You said you had kind of checked out all the other 2 guards in the league right before the end.
I was texting Coach about AJ English before I even stepped on campus, scouting and all that stuff.
I think he's an NBA prospect. We used him in our recruiting. We want you to be like AJ English. just not go to Iona.
Coach, you seem,
Follow that up on Nico, how much has he progressed since the start of the year, and where would he rank among some of the other?
Nico's been the same guy. I'm not gonna rank him. He was fantastic in the fall practices and had some great exhibition games and stuff like that. And played great at Wisconsin, but feeling his way around, happy to pass up a shot. But I thought what summed up Nico Clarett's career so far was that our walk-on Nick Cunningham got a few points at the end of the game against Canisius, and he was the first one off the bench to run and hug him. He's really worried about the team. He's always been a team guy. He's from Calvert Hall, one of the great programs in the country. Calvert Hall is a school that's based on team and family. They have a great tradition, right? It's about being the brotherhood of Calvert Hall, and I think that's seeped into Nico, and we wanted that. But you know, he keeps getting better. But he's a student of the game. You know, like I text Nico about stuff, or we show this, and it's not all jazz hands and jokes. He really takes the game seriously, and it's All-Star Weekend. We talked about Kobe Bryant playing defense and how you can't just be a scorer. I thought you guys did was both of you. You turned him once, like they turned AJ. You don't turn him and let him come down straight. He might make that shot. So, but I thought that was good. But I mean, that was a great crowd. I hope all the Iona people, I'm serious, come up to Albany, because I know those are great fans and they're cool. Everybody was afterwards like, hey, you finally got us. But they got a really good fan base, and we need the Iona people. We need that fan base up in Albany for the tournament, because this is about the whole Mac family, and that's a great fan base. I hope Rick the AD gets a donation from the Beach Monk, because 70 of my friends just spent like $5,000 there having parties and family. This is a big game for us, for my friends in the Siena community. They know Iona, from Valvano to Rulin to Pat Kennedy to everybody, but they know the Beach Monk. They know, like, we see the big new dorm coming and everything. Like, we know what's going on here. Great place, very important part of our league is Iona, and that's why it's a special win.
Have you managed to play without practicing, Brett, and has that been difficult the last week?
That's like, no, I think we should do that all year.
Yeah, no, it's nice. No, to be honest, I mean, I like practice, and I like practicing, and I feel like, I don't know, I missed a couple early passes my hands weren't quite right, but besides that, I mean, you don't think about it when you're playing, so just go out there and as if I had, I guess.
What's it been? Why have you not been able to practice?
I mean, I just had some flu-like symptoms. I don't know, I was a little feverish the past week, sick, so we just wanted to make sure I was ready to go for game day as opposed to practice.
Two flus going around right now. Cold this weekend.
Coach, seemed like your defense really propelled the run you had both in the first half and the second half. You're really holding off Iona at times in the game.
No, we played more zone than I ever had in my life, and our defense was good, but our rebounding was not good, right? The timeout where everybody went crazy, I drew in the circle on each end. I mean, I drew in the paint and said, if we can just get the ball here on offense and get the ball here, meaning when they miss, we'll be fine. And the players answered the bell. I said, it's time to win the war in the paint. We played pretty good D, but they were doing a fantastic job of getting offensive rebounds and kicking them out and making threes. And that's, Gary Williams' his whole thing. Your defense is only as good as your rebounding. If you don't rebound, it's no good. And that reminded me of the old ACC days. There was no box-out technique. You had to go jump and get it, because they were jumping and getting it. But we won the last 10 minutes in the paint, and I think that's what propelled us.
15 turnovers in the first half. What was going on there, Jimmy?
I don't know, the same thing that's gone all year. We're going to break the turnover record, but I'd rather have 18 wins. I don't know what to tell you. Fran McCaffrey, call him, blame him. What I'm saying is Fran McCaffrey went and said, we're going to run on makes. We're going to run more. We're going to run transition. I don't usually run on makes. We are running more. Fran McCaffrey, I've told you this from day one. We are going to turn the ball over. That's a very good team. They played really good defense. They trapped us. Ryan it's our second game in 3 days. I thought a couple times we tried to dribble through the traps, but we're going to play. We're trying to do what Tim Cluse is doing. He's perfected the art of playing fast. I'm a work in progress. We're trying to keep up with him, but we're making some mistakes. But he still scored 81. I'd like to score 90, but I've been honest with you, single ace, that I'm going to live with some turnovers. I thought there was a few too many, but like Brett didn't practice, we just came off a game and blah blah blah. And we just had a couple of foolish turnovers, and at the end, Levon was trying real hard. He thought he should lead Ryan, but it just went over his head. But we didn't. The good news is we turn it over so much, we don't panic when we do it. We're getting used to them. Thanks a lot. You want another one?
Brett, you were holding off both Iona forwards, Roundtree and Washington. What was that? What did you do to hold them off in the game?
I don't know. I mean, we played a lot of zone, to be honest. So I guess our team should take credit for stopping them. We just matched up really well. But I don't know. I think Javion got one of their big men flustered early. He had a couple of big blocks, forcing travels, taking charges. So I think we just set that early. and just kept up the tone for the rest of the game.
Nico, were you sweating out that last English 3 at all when you launched that thing, or did you think it was? Yeah.
When you play NBA players, gonna make threes every once in a while, so you can't get down on stuff like that.
Like the last one that he took, did you think it was off, or
No, not. I mean,
You turned him though. You guys,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
both turned him, didn't you?
in that last shot?
yeah, I mean, everybody gets signed in the half court shot, but I thought I had a good chance of coming off. So
You're huge making one. See, it's different when you make one. Now we're up 3. If we were down 2, if we were up 2, probably would have went in. But I have to watch a Monmouth Rider last night. Anytime you win a MAC game, it's huge. I hope everybody comes up to Albany. I sincerely mean that. You're welcome. The first round's on me. See you.